So I've been working on a project for a few days now. I've dedicated my life, basically all of my day to working on this project. I probably put in around like 26, 27 hours in the past 4 days on this project. And it's to the point where I think it's finally complete and is ready to be released. So what am I talking about here? Basically, this project is something where you can track your speed runs. You can track individual stats a lot better than the Arsenal stats dashboard. You might be like, Arsenal only tracks these stats, but they're not reliable and they're not always correct. And I'll get into those points in just a little bit. Basically, this whole thing is about being able to track your stats a lot better and be able to kind of see them a little bit more for those people that really want to like look at the stats and, you know, are really like stats like myself. I originally made this for myself, but then I was like kind of like, you know what, I can probably just release this to everyone and they can use this if they want to as well. So I've done that. I've now put in the effort to make it work for everyone. If you're on mobile, it's gonna be really hard to use, but basically here it is. This is what it is. When you first open this up, you'll see this match entry form. This is the only thing you have to fill out. There's all these things down here that we'll get into in just a second. But this is the only thing you have to fill out at the end of each round. You only fill out what you actually want to track. So like if you just only want to, you only care about your KD, just fill out the kills and deaths, and that's it. That's all you have to track. And then you just press enter and then it'll work. Everything is inputted here and then everything else is automatic. You don't have to put anything else in there except if you want to track like your levels overall or your updated levels through time, and as well as the starting kills if you want to track how many kills you have gotten since starting this as well. Again, we'll get into this in just a second. You'll see what I mean by this. So I'm now in my personal one that I use. I have my own personal one here that I use whenever I'm playing, every time that I play. You might notice a little change here. This one doesn't have the drop down for the score here. That's because I'm using an earlier version of what I just made. I've since updated it to where it's like this. And you might be wondering why this is a drop down. It's because it's a lot easier to use. It makes clicking like it requires one less click. So I try to make this as easy as possible and as fast as possible to get this done, to fill out all the information you need to do if you want to fill out all of this stuff, of course. So you also might be asking, what do you do if you joined late? If you joined late and you don't want to count, this is all based off what you want to count. So if you join late, you just don't put the match time. But if for some reason, you know, you joined late, but you still got like a 2-minute 30-second, you can still input that here. Or if you're really weird and you actually like have a timer set for every single round, or like a stopwatch, whatever it is for every single round, then you can input that time in here as well. But if you join late, again, you don't have to count this. If you lost, or if there was a hacker and you don't want to count this game towards win-loss, then you just go over here to remove the W and then or remove whatever it is in here. There's loss and there's also draw in case you are playing randomizer and you tie with someone. You can input that as a draw, so it won't count as a win or a loss against you or for you. So you can just remove that. You don't remember the map, you can again just remove it. So there's a lot of things you can just remove if you don't know, or if you don't want to count the match, then you can just, you know, remove the match time or remove the score or whatever it is, or you don't have to count the win or a loss. It won't count against you. So that's something you can do here. This is what this looks like. Now, if we go to my data tab, this is all the data I've tracked so far. This is everything here. So when I go here, right? So let's say my starting kills is 290,000, for example, 290,000. We'll go over here to now the stats sheet. This is where a lot of all the stuff you're going to want to look at for your stats. It's going to be here. So as you see here, you see this per match KD is listed here. Count of win-loss, total wins. I'm at 83%. Now, the only reason why I'm doing win-losses in this as well instead of just relying on the Arsenal one is because the Arsenal one, it counts a loss even when you join and then like you leave, like even like a few seconds later because you didn't want to play in the server, or like there's an exploit, it still counts a loss against you. So this one, you can choose what counts as a win and what counts as a loss. Again, this isn't an official thing, so showing this off to people isn't going to do anything because this isn't an official thing. This is all your inputs, so you could just fake stuff. I don't know why you'd want to fake it, but this is a more accurate stat that you can track as well. It does your today's win, 7 days win, month and year wins. So this will track how many you've won today and your today's percentage of win-loss. This doesn't show anything right now because it's 0-0, so it's not going to have anything in here right now. That's why there's this error. Same thing over here. Today, KD, today's kills. weeks kills, month kills, year kills. So I've gotten 407 kills during the time I've used this. I've earned none today because I haven't played today. And you'll see now that up here, the total kills is 290,407. That's because this is adding up the starting kills that you inputted here. And it's now adding up all of these over time and is adding it to here. You also notice everything else also has like today, week, month, assist. The assist percentage is based on how many of your points came from assists. So basically here, this on average 16.54% of my points come from assists, which obviously the lower the better, because that just means you're getting more kills, but it doesn't really matter like that, I guess. My per game match time is also listed here. This right here is a randomizer score like thing. I can just insert something real quick for you. So let's say we got 22 kills, okay, not 67 deaths. I don't get 67 deaths in a match. I can promise you that. Match time, so randomizer, like I said right here, if randomizer leave empty, because match time doesn't matter in calculating your randomizer stuff. So let's say my randomizer score is 78, and then we played Dust Storm on, again, randomizer, 2 team, we got that W, press enter. It's now going to say running script up here and then finished script. We go over here. As you see, it's been inputted right here as well. It also has the new date on it on 12/21/2022. Now we go to the stats over here and you'll see that it's inputted right here. Now, since there's only one score, this is going to take up like a large portion of this score little thing here, this little graph. So if we enter in another score real quick, we go to like 89, right? Press enter again. Now we go back to the stats. Now we have 2 different scores here. That's how that works. And this is the levels update. So this will track your levels. It'll also have a trend line that shows you how much you've improved and where you're leading to go based on how many levels you've gotten in the past however long. So this will keep track of all your levels here, and it'll kind of show your projection. Yeah, that's everything there. Now we go to the part that took me the longest to do, the speedrun tab. As you'll see here, this took me a lot of time to do. I had to go to each individual cell here and type out this formula. I didn't type out the whole formula. All I had to do is go in here and change like the map name, and then I changed the like what type it was, like 2 team, 4 team, and free for all. So this took me a very long time to do. But as you'll see here, there is a time here. This is your fastest time that you have inputted onto this whole sheet here. This is the fastest time that you've inputted for like Beach Legacy Comp 2 team. This will put the fastest match here. And this over here on this gray area here, this is all your average time. So your average time that you get on Beach 2 team Legacy Comp will be right here. And this is your fastest time, so your speed run time. Now, if you want to input, if you've already been tracking your speed runs, you can go to the data here and you can input your match time, the mode, map, type, and then you can input the kills and all that stuff. If you already have like the match time, you don't have to input kills and deaths or assists. If you don't have those, you don't have to do that. That is something you can do if you want to. But if you just want to enter in a speedrun time that you've already got, you can input it here. Just do mode, type, map, and then that's all you have to do. And this up here right here is the average time you have on 2 team Legacy Comp. This is overall. This isn't based off of a map. This is based on your overall time. Or this is based on your average times that you get on Legacy Comp 2 team. And then there will be other videos, because I know there's going to be more game modes that come in that people are going to want to track. I will be having a playlist down below, as well as it's right here. There's a playlist I'm going to have for all your questions. If you are confused on something, I'll make a video on it, and then I'll put it into this unlisted playlist. You won't see it on my profile, so you have to get it. You have to go through it either through the link in the description, or you can click on this link here. It'll take you to that playlist, which this video will be in there as well. Now, I also want to emphasize this. This right here is very important, because this won't work immediately. This won't work immediately. It's going to ask you to authorize, and it's going to also say that this is an unsafe thing and you shouldn't do it. The reason why it says this is because I implemented a script, in case you guys actually want to see what it's doing. It has nothing to do with Roblox. It doesn't get any Roblox information. It doesn't do any of that. This is literally just what it does here. It just allows this form to work here. It just allows this information to be transferred from this to this. This is all it does. It does nothing else. That's why it's deemed as unsafe, is because it's a script, and Google is just like, okay, there's a script in here, kind of weird. So yeah, I hope this kind of helps you guys out, and maybe a few of you guys will use this. I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to use this, just because it's like an extra thing you have to go do after each round, and some people just kind of want to chill, which I get. But like I said, I kind of want to make this for myself because I like tracking stats. It's something I love doing. I don't know why, but I do. And I thought it might be a good idea to allow others to be able to use this as well. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them down below, or you can DM me on Discord and I can either answer them for you. And if it's something that I need to fix with this, then I can go ahead and make that fix and I can make a video on it and it'll be put into this playlist here. Yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Let me know what your thoughts of this are. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you have any ideas for what I can add to this as well, I'll be glad to hear about that. Because I'm always down to add new things to this to this match entry thing here that I'm doing. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching and have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If you want to support this channel even more, make sure to click that blue join button down below. You can get access to monthly highlight videos, early releases of new videos, and much more. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you all later.